1845. Howrah was a fast-growing commercial centre developed by the East India Company to facilitate its growing trade across the Hooghly River. It was in Cullen place, which would be named Mukhram Kanoria Road after independence, that the third Vicar Apostolic, Msgr Carew, decided to build a small school.
St. Aloysius Orphanage and Day School started in the year 1894. The big church, as you see, was too large for the community that was here. And as a result, the fathers, in the beginning, they thought that we should have a small school for the children. And this resulted in 1894, the school was set up. St. Aloysius Orphanage and Day School is a Christian minority school run by the Archdiocese of Calcutta and is established by the rights given to the minorities in the Article 29 and 30 of our Constitution.
You get up late, you go to school late, you are late for your classes, come back late, and whole day you are late. That's why it's very important that we get up early.
Another milestone was reached when in 1911 Father D. Wacchter set up a boarding facility for poor Catholics and orphan Anglo-Indian children of the locality. In 1946, one of the greatest developments that was brought about by Father Peter Gomes, S.J., was the construction of a huge building with better classrooms, a hall and presbytery. The foundation stone for the new building was laid in 1950 by Archbishop Ferdinand Perea, and soon classes were conducted there. In 1974, the school won affiliation to the Council for Indian School Certificate Examination, and 2 years later, under the guidance of Father Michael Bhaju, the first batch of students appeared for ICSE. This year, with the initiative of the present principal, Father Devraj Fernandez, the very first batch for ISC has been enrolled in class 11. The legacy of the founding fathers of this great institution lives on. The process of growth and development continues unhindered.
And this year we are going to begin class 11, affiliated to Council at New Delhi. Apart from the upgradation of the school, we have a beautiful infirmary, well equipped with the latest technology for the benefit of the children. We have a well furnished laboratory. We have a new library that is set up for the use of the children.
Deus adjutor, or God helped, is the motto of this 125-year-old institution. No motto could be more appropriate than this for the school that has had a history of evidence to God's continued grace and blessings. It is also providential that the patron of the school, St. Aloysius, is revered as the protector of the young and young students. His life of innocence, piety, and sacrifice is the lodestar to the young boys who study at this institution.
125 years in the life of a school is a great blessing. And this year, St. Aloysius Orphanage and Day School is privileged to celebrate its 125 years in the service of the society and the parents and educating the children.
St. Aloysius' Day School is an English medium minority institution for boys. The prospectus of the school lays down its aim as fostering all-round growth and development of students spiritually, intellectually, and physically.
I'm very happy to learn the St. Aloysius Day School and Orphanage at Howrah will be celebrating the 125th anniversary of its establishment. My prayer is that St. Aloysius continue to have these values imparted to all these young minds and hearts, and through them may the world around them be transformed into a society where peace, love, harmony exist. Once again, my very sincere congratulations for the Devraj, the staff, the students, the parents, well-wishers and benefactors of St. Aloysius, and may the institution continue to flourish with God's grace and assistance.
The sense of community is always kept alive. Jesus Christ and his values of love, sincerity, justice, and freedom are the guiding force of this learning community.
It is my pleasure to give my heartiest congratulations to entire Aloysian family for this celebrating 125 years. The school has progressed a lot, which I have noticed for the last 30 years.
The teachers of St. Aloysius' Day School are best known for their role of educating the students that are placed in their care. They expertly set the tone of their classrooms, build a warm environment, mentor and nurture students, become role models, and listen and look for signs of trouble. The support staff as well are indispensable to the vital functions of the school.
I'm happy and glad that I am part of St. Aloysius Orphanage and Day School, and the school is in progress, I can say. Lot of developmental works are taking place, lot of activities also. Children get an opportunity to find their talents.
At St. Aloysius' Day School, co-curricular activities are just as important as academics.
All our efforts to bring up this institution to great horizon will always continue, and I'm sure this institution is going to do immense help even to the poorest of poor, as it had been doing in years and years, and it has given numerous leaders not only in India but as well as in abroad, and those who have come to know that this institution is going to celebrate 125th year. They're very happy to know about it, and I'm very sure they'll drop in to join this function and to make it a great success.
But apart from education, the school emphasizes on co-curricular activities, and much attention and care is taken that the children develop themselves not only in the studies but also in the co-curricular field. The school gives these facilities so that the children bring out the hidden talents. A child may be very good in studies, he may not be equally good in other fields. Or a child may be not so good in studies but very good in other fields. And therefore, our role as administrators is to provide that environment that every child gets an opportunity to bring out his hidden talents.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm very glad to know St. Aloysius School is celebrating 125 years. It is a historical day. It's a milestone the school has crossed, and the contribution the school has made to people in Howrah and in Calcutta and in Bengal in general is immense.
There are so many activities that a student can choose from, including sports such as athletics, football, basketball, debate, elocution, dance, and even music.
At St. Aloysius School, great care is taken for the security of the children. Right from the time they enter the school campus, care is taken that the children are secured. The parents who send the children with hope and trust in the school, we make sure that the children are secured. And for this purpose, we have CCTV cameras located throughout the school campus.
I was also privileged to be a principal of the school from 2004 to 2007, and I have seen the growth of the school, what it was, and especially now as the secretary of the school has gone ahead, and it is also a good news during this celebration of 125 years of St. Aloysius School.
We understand that the aim of education should be to develop an all-round student in all aspects. This includes the student's intellectual, spiritual, social, physical, and moral capabilities. We attempt to strike a balance in all these aspects so as to benefit the child. What began as a noble enterprise with a humble beginning has blossomed over the past 125 years into a proud educational institution that provides holistic education to more than 1,200 students every year.